Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Mars coming at you over the interwaves with another StarCraft 2 cast. This one sent in by a member of the community. The All Things Terran community, maybe, possibly. One of these players thought that this was a fantastic game and should be cast by someone as... Oh, who's that? What? I'm assuming one of these two is the player. Anyway, if you'd like to have your games cast and your, little custom things criticized on the internet, then you can, take the replay which you thought was so good and submit it to cast.reddit.com, and a member of the community, such as myself, will get down and cast it for you. For now, let's introduce Crazy Jack, playing for Dreams. Look at that. Follow your dreams so you too can be in Green League, which may be below Wood or above Grandmaster. I'm not entirely sure. But Green League. His opponent playing for this team. It's... Wait, what? Sergeant Titslet. Alright, cool. So, we have some standard openings right here. Red goes for scouting, whereas blue does not. Well, actually, blue did also go for scouting. So, that is very good. Oh, blue staying in hiding here to get back into a scouting position later on, whereas red is coming on back. I should not call you red, I should call you Crazy Jack. Blue, I should maybe call blue. Sergeant Titslet is... sure, why not? I'll try, okay? But I may just call you blue. I mean, you're just a faceless Terran to me, alright? I mean nothing personal, but it's Terrans. Alright, there is a Reaper here, but it's staying home in a defensive position and is going to get that... Scout that does see... Oh, did see something going down. I did not see whether he got down to see if that was a Stargate, but knows that something's being built. Saw the factory and to probably be able to tell that this is a starport. And with two Reapers right here, double gas. Alright, this is going to be good. His opponent is going to have the economic advantage, but is he going to be able to hang on versus the coming offensive of Crazy Jack? There is... Oh, well, that is a very nice catch there. Those Reapers will certainly regenerate, but the Hellion will not. Very wisely, just making sure that that command center... Oh, picks up. Yes, because they can do that. Alright, two Reapers get on in there, and two Reapers and a Hellion should be able to make clean work of a... Oh, got the Hellion. I was not expecting that. With those two additional Marines coming on out there, this is not a problem. And just setting up a little bit of a scan here. So the Reaper can come up here, it can come up there. The rest, this is too high. And this is also too high, and this is a hole, so you cannot actually go in there because that's a hole. Cool. So Sergeant Titslet feels confident in holding this up here. Going to get an orbital command right here as well. And Crazy Jack sees that he doesn't really have the best opportunity after this. Does he already have? No, that is the first Raven coming on out there. Going to expand as well, and he should possibly be able to sort of catch up on economy a little bit. Alright, one Reaper and a Cyclone, not going to be great in order to keep this off. Is going to do that lock off, but the aerial attack of the Cyclone isn't as mad as it once was. Look at that. Oh, 100 hit points. Wow. Wow. Sergeant Titslet taking it slow, making sure he doesn't do anything very weird, and does dedicate that turret in order to make sure that he can't quite land his command center. Alright. So, we got a Raven on one side. Now we're getting a Raven on the other side. And he did get a 3 drone kills right there. But 5 drone kills as a matter of fact. But something did shoot at it. And I missed it because I scrub casting. I'm sorry. Alright, second Raven coming on in there. And this puts Crazy Jack in a good position. Yes, he's building workers here rather than an orbital command. I say as he started, but he's on 34 works, 226. Both have 2 bases. This one can catch up in workers a little bit as he has about... Wait, how long does an orbital command take anyway? 25 seconds. That's not very long at all. That's not even the building time of 2 workers. Show me that I'm right. There we go. That's 12. That is even the build time of 2 workers. But that's not enough to catch him up. And now he is building 2 workers at the same time, whereas his opponent is only doing 1. And I missed another thing. That was possibly the other... No, did not lose a Raven. Don't know what that was. Oh. This guy dropped a couple of turrets there as well, but he didn't get a lot of workers. Instead, got some damage on these guys. So, Crazy Jack keeping his opponent honest, as that Viking was not able to chase that down. And sending out some Marines just to make sure that he does see what is going on. And let's see if I can actually see this coming in there. We can get some turret arrest properly. Yep, that should be no problem. Does take down 2 workers and starts to fire a little bit. What's the speed? 385 versus 385. All right. So can't get away from Vikings. At the back of this, 3rd base, 3 barracks production. Whereas this guy is on 3 barracks production, but is not building a 3rd base. So that is the difference between the 2. We've got 2 Ravens on the side of Crazy Jack, but 1 Raven and 2 Vikings. And if you were to pine them up, you could... That is very long planned up in ahead of time. Is that your... That is... Alright. And Titslit's Viking are entirely in the wrong position. So this Raven making sure that nothing's coming on this way. And yep, with those Vikings entirely in the wrong position. And just as we get, does pull those back. Very good, because those are entirely new mules. Get just 1 worker kill right there and damages a supply depot, which may possibly get repaired. Are we going to repair this? Are you going to repair this? It gets repaired. Alright, cool. Finally puts down a missile turret here. May decide to put one here as well, just in case. Although he could keep his Vikings patrolling right here and be perfectly safe. Crazy Jack sees his opponent moving on out there. Gets in position. May want to siege up. Are you going to siege up? Yes, on top of the ramp. Very good. And if his opponent was now going to go that way, he might be in a fair bit of trouble indeed. Now, here we go. Taking the first couple of shots is blue on his opponent's Viking, but then he moves too close to his opponent's tanks and loses a fair bit of army. A little bit of repositioning right there, and there goes the aerial advantage for red, as his Vikings are now taken out, so can't quite take this position right here. Yes, he's got more. Oh, puts down some auto turrets. Are you going to do anything, or are you just gonna sort of just sit there? All right. Doesn't lose any of his Ravens. That is very unfortunate. Gets a little bit of damage done, but not too much. All right. 3rd command center here almost done as well. So there is hope for our Sergeant Titslit. Yes, that is my real name. Yet. A little bit of long distance mining right there. Don't move in there. Don't move in there. There are tanks there. Don't do that. Aye. In the meantime, Titchlet is building up over here. And there goes that 1 Raven that caused him so much issue. There is yet another Raven. And red needs to learn how to where's your rallying point? Your rallying point's here, not there. So why do you keep wanting there? And you should learn to hold position. Hold position is good. And blue, with the air advantage, could maybe slowly move his tanks a little bit forward because these guys cannot see as far as they can shoot. Whereas these guys most definitely can if he puts his Viking in the right position. And that time has just passed as red once again resumes the air superiority and does the exact same thing as the... Oh! There is blue's second army. And red is going to have to consider taking a different position. Not just defend over here, but defend this group as well. Now blue's base is on down. Feeling very confident. Mining from 3 bases. And his income should be in an advantage. But isn't. Why isn't it? Because we're transferring workers. Alright, well that's fair. Alright, blue moving on in there and going to see if he can actually take out that third command center. And is he going to dedicate too much to that? Should he have focused down those marines instead? Loses a fair bit of his army, but red has actually moved all but 2 of his tanks, and red has to come in there with just marines. And marines again is quite as deep of a tank line as this. Is not going to go very well if they have high ground vision, which they don't. So those tanks were just very comfortable here with all those marines there. They would have absolutely died, no problem whatsoever, if it wasn't for the fact that they couldn't see where they were supposed to be shooting. So Crazy Jack still in the game by the skin of his complete luck. As if his opponent had just one thing to see the high ground or dedicated a scan to that, he would not have an army right now. Well, apparently he had quite a bit built up. And he would be in a fair bit of trouble indeed. Now we've got the proverbial 2 ships passing in the night as the red army goes this way, whereas the blue army finishes off this already very damaged command center. Crazy Jack going to take out his opponent's not third command center, just all of his workers. There isn't an army here. There is nothing here that can protect red against the blue attacking over here, whereas blue has an army here. Now there's 3 tanks coming in there, but that will mean for a very slow siege up right there, whereas there are no tanks here, and blue can just go forward, and as long as he has more units than his opponent, which he does right now, even if he's not paying attention to it, he can actually kill everything. Alright, so here is that slow siege up, siege down, and in the meantime, oh, there go a couple of marines and a tank for red. This is cleaned up. But yeah, there's no mining going on here whatsoever. This gets cleaned up in the same time. There's still 2 working command centers. What did I say? 3 working command centers on the count of blue. Oh, and a tank that's not doing very useful things right now due to that dead zone. Red in a lot of trouble. Not out of this. I'm not saying that. He's not out of this, but he is in a ton of trouble. Alright, these guys go back to mining. These guys go on to long distance mining. And Crazy Jack's going to have to keep his opponent on his side of the map, which is already off to a very bad start with Sergeant Tislet going on this way. Let's see, what have we got here? We've got tanks on the side of Crazy Jack. We have no tanks on the side of Sergeant Tislet. And there we go, pulling the boys. Is he going to be able to fend those off? No, Marines making an absolute mess of those SCVs. And it looks like Crazy Jack is going to be able to kill one of his opponent's orbital commands as well. And here comes the drop of Sergeant Tislet. Is that going to be in range of this? No, this is outside of the range of this. Crazy Jack going on in there trying to get the high ground, very defensible position. And oh, now over here it is SCV versus healed and stimped Marines and Marauder, which isn't ever going to end very well. does eventually clean this up, but holy crap, at what cost? These guys force back. Is forgetting a siege tank, so just about get no. Oh, if that was a move command, he'd gotten away with that too. Alright, now it's Rit's turn to take out once again that third base. And this time he's going to get the orbital command, putting the count of orbital commands. Nope, that's this one on 1v1. We're 15 minutes into the games, and there are 1 orbital commands on either side of the players. This one's mining. This one should be floated over. All right. 44 army supplies, 17 workers, 30 army supplies, 8 workers. So, yes, he was in a lot of trouble, but now he actually has the upper hand. Long Nice mining still over here, and he might as well not build a second command center. He might as well just float it over here. Might as well. All right, get that vision tower again, because you want to be siege up. Whoever sieges up here first is going to have a massive advantage right here, but neither side decides to siege up, and Crazy Jack has the numbers, going to clean up the blue Terran, and GG. If you enjoyed this video, press that like button. If you'd like to see more of me, subscribe.